What's up, guys and girls? John Rettinger here, and I want to give you a head-to-head comparison of arguably the two hottest smartphones on the market right now, the iPhone 3GS for AT&T and the Palm Pre for Sprint. About 2 weeks ago, I did a head-to-head comparison of the iPhone 3G with the Palm Pre, but that wasn't so fair since the 3G was running about a year-old hardware. So the 3GS has been out just about a day, and the Palm has been out for a little over 2 weeks. This is a more apples-to-apples comparison. The screens have been dimmed on each of these, so they'll show up a little bit better on the camera. So to unlock an iPhone, slide to unlock, and to unlock a Palm Pre, you slide that up. So I rely very heavily on calendaring. I forget appointments left and right, so for me a calendar on a smartphone is of utmost importance. So let's launch the calendar apps on each of these and see how quickly they load. Try to hit them both at the same time. And the iPhone 3G clearly launched that much, much faster. So we'll close both of those. And for those of you that may follow me on Twitter, you know I do a lot of tweeting. So let me launch two third-party Twitter apps on both phones and see how quickly they load. It's certainly not the same application, so this might not be the most fair of comparison, but it does show you the speed of two native applications that do the same thing. So we're going to load Twitterrific on the iPhone, and we're going to load Tweed on the Palm Pre. I'll tell you, the hardest thing is trying to hit these buttons at the same time. Okay, so Twitterrific is already loaded. Tweed is still loading up. And there it is, loaded up. So you can see that the 3GS was noticeably quicker. And yesterday I did a comparison of the 3GS versus the 3G. You can see the S really does stand for speed. Let's go ahead and close both of these applications. To close an application on the Palm, you push the home button and you throw it off the screen. So the next thing that I want to show you guys is screen rotation. That's a very important thing. Both feature accelerometers, so as you're using it and you are looking at a web page or whatever, you turn the device, you want it to be able to rotate relatively quickly. So let me go ahead and show you that on a web page, and then we're going to do a full browser comparison on each of the devices. So I'm going to load up my YouTube page on each of these, and we'll do a full browser comparison in just a moment. So there it is on the Palm Pre, and there it is on the iPhone 3GS. So let's see how quickly both of these rotate. I'm going to zoom out just a bit. Alright, and we're off. And the Palm Pre was faster. Let's try it the other way, let's make sure that was accurate. Nope, the Pre was faster again. Try it one more time. And still the Pre was faster. So when it comes to screen rotation, the Palm Pre actually is a little bit quicker. So since we've got the browser open on each of these, let's do a browser speed test. And we're going to compare 3G and Wi-Fi. 3G speeds are going to vary depending on where you are, but Wi-Fi is going to be a constant. So right now these are both running on the same Wi-Fi network. So we're going to refresh both of these pages on my YouTube channel and see how quickly they load over Wi-Fi, and then we'll do head-to-head over 3G. Right, so let's hit the refresh button on each of these and let's see how quickly they load, and then we'll try an entirely new web page as well, one that wasn't already loaded onto the device. So go ahead and hit on each. Try and do it at the same time. There we go. And they're both off. Looks to be relatively close. The 3GS is done almost the exact same time that the Palm Pre was done. So let's go ahead and launch a new web page that's not stored in the memory on either of these. I've cleared it, and let's see how this works. So I've got pocketnow.com ready to load on Wi-Fi on both of these devices. So let's see how quickly each of them do it. Okay, they're both off. Both are almost done. So the 3GS finished just barely before the Palm Pre. So now let's go to 3G signal strength, and I've got 5 bars of signal strength on the 3GS and I've got 5 bars of signal strength on the Pre. So I'm going to go ahead and turn Wi-Fi off, and we'll come back and continue the testing. So Wi-Fi's been turned off, and I've got Engadget.com queued up and ready to go. Let's see how quickly both of these can do it. Okay, they've been hit at the same time. And they really seem to be very, very, very closely matched in speed thus far. With really no clear-cut winner. And the 3GS is already done, and the Pre is still loading. This is one of the first tests where we've actually seen one of the devices finish that much quicker. And now we're finally done. So in this case, on a website that's fairly graphic intensive and has a lot of text, the 3GS was noticeably faster. So one of the things that I tested in my 3G versus 3GS video, a text message came through, was the ability to scroll without having the page need to refresh and load. And for those of you that are using a 3G or an older iPhone, you'll know that as you scroll down, you kind of get those blue and gray checker bars. So let's see if that happens on either of these. So there it is on the Pre, and nothing on the iPhone 3GS. So the 3GS can handle the faster scrolling. Clearly right there the Pre cannot. So definitely something to keep in mind. The 3GS definitely has a little bit of a faster processor than the Pre does. So as you guys can probably guess, I love YouTube, and I like to watch YouTube videos on my phone. And both of these devices come with built-in YouTube viewers. So let me show you what each of them look like. So there's YouTube on the iPhone, and let's launch it on the Pre as well. And we'll do a speed test, see how quickly each of them launch, although they are different applications. Oops. Try that one more time. Okay, so both are launching their YouTube applications. And you're very limited with options on what you can do with the Palm Pre. On the iPhone, you can view most viewed, featured. You can do it by today, this week, or all. On the Pre, you're very limited to just popular, most viewed, and history. And you don't have the option by viewing it by day or week. It really doesn't tell you how it's grouped. And if you view popular by day on each, the videos don't match up. So I'm not sure what sort of algorithm the Pre is using. But let me show you what videos look like on both. You can see they don't match up here. So let's try video quality on YouTube. And this is just over 3G, we're not over Wi-Fi. So this is how it would look if you were out on the road and not at home. And I'll turn the volume all the way up. Wow, that was annoying. But the speaker is very loud, and the quality is actually very strong over 3G. So let's try the same thing using the Palm Pre. To get a very different load. And we'll turn volume all the way up. Okay, that was enough of that. I do have to say I've been very impressed with the speaker on the Palm Pre. It crushed the 3G speaker, but the 3GS speaker is just on par. So speaker-wise, both of these